Melek! Another fantastic story just came in.
You think so? What kind of nonsense are they slinging this time?
It's about a man who suddenly lost the ability to talk.
Is that so? Well, if the ending's good, we'll make a star out of this crackpot, too. So what happens in the end?
Well,
you're amazing. Tons of letters, endless emails, and faxes have been pouring in for you. Ever since your column Mysterious Events Corner went into print, our sales have gone up 12%.
Well, what did you expect? I'm a journalist. And the best one you've got in this place, I might add.
You're damn right, Melek. Keep up the good work. The public is going crazy for your stories.
These people are such suckers for tall tales, it's almost not fair.
What are you talking about? Are you saying that you don't really believe the stories that you're writing?
Sure, of course I believe all of them, but, well, I'm a professional here. I have to keep a little healthy skepticism about the things I report.
Melek doesn't believe any of it, does she?
No, she doesn't. She's a person who only believes in material things and in what she can plainly see.
How can she report on things she doesn't believe in?
She will believe soon enough. Now you are going to tell her a new story, my friend. And when your story is over, even she will finally see the truth.
You have nothing to worry about, sir. You can all rest assured. The Corner will make even more sales for the paper, I promise.
Very well. You know I trust you, Melek. Carry on.
You've got to be kidding me. Why should I believe all this jibber-jabber anyway, huh?
maybe because it's true. We don't make these stories up. They're all sent in by our readers. They experience them.
Tarek, you're driving me crazy. I have a master's degree here. I studied overseas, for God's sake. How do you expect me to believe in this sort of stuff that these dumb hicks believe in? And how can you believe in this stuff?
Shall we look at that new story, then?
All right, what was it? Some poor guy lost his speech or something like that?
Yes, Melek. The man was a physicist, a professor. He had always believed in exact sciences. But one night he woke up suddenly and realized he couldn't talk. He could move his mouth, but he couldn't make a sound. He couldn't say anything, so he panicked. He said to himself, I don't know any prayers because I don't believe in that. But the invocation of God, he knew that one, and his mouth began to work easily. He said, in the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate. So, from then on, his tongue was loosened, and now he's a believer.
That's a fantastic story, and I've got the title too. Holy Words Speak Miracles. We can find some crazy pictures to put alongside the article. You know, like when they cut some log open and find the word Allah written inside. Or that guy who had the honeycombs from a beehive that were shaped like the word Allah. If we stand behind those loony pictures, we'll have secured our future for sure. Man of science loses speech until he accepts God, huh? Come in.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm looking for a woman named Melek from Mysterious Events Corner. Would that be you?
It would, sir, but we only consider written submissions for the column. Just write down your story and give it to my assistant. He'll take a look at it. I'm a little busy right now, sir.
Come on, I'll take down your story.
Actually, I'd much rather tell it to Melek.
Why the heck for? Why does it have to be me?
Because, ma'am, you don't believe in this sort of thing.
How would you know whether I believe or not?
I know that, and I also know this. When I finish telling you this story, you will be amazed, ma'am. And who knows? It may even make you a believer.
What do you mean?
Well, you'll understand when I've finished my story.
Melek, who does he think he is?
Salih. My name is Salih.
Well, Salih has got guts, ma'am.
Is that so? If he has guts, then I have even more than him. He's right, I don't believe in these stories. And even after he's finished, I will go right on, not believing any of this nonsense, regardless of what he says.
I know a nice cafe around here, ma'am.
I don't understand.
Why don't we go? We can both have some tea, and then I will tell you my story. Then you'll believe both me and my story.
So you're challenging me then?
Well, I guess you could put it like that.
All right, fine. I'm listening now. But first you have to tell me your full name and occupation. That's the way we start all these stories.
My name is Salih Demir, doctor.
Doctor? You deal in proven sciences and facts? And you really believe in stuff like this, do you? Very interesting indeed, Dr. Demir.
First of all, there's much evidence here that can prove this story true. But one can achieve this goal only through acceptance. What I would like is for you to believe this freely. It's like sugar in tea. You have to taste the tea in the glass first to know if it's sweet. With belief, you understand the taste. That is in the whole of being. Otherwise, thousands of pieces of evidence will never benefit a person.
You guys all talk like that. Anyway, get on with your story. I'm listening.
My story's a bit complicated. I had just started working in a new hospital. I was on duty, and they brought me a seriously injured patient. We brought in a whole team of specialists to save this patient.
We called them, Doctor. They're on their way.
The respiration is normal, but the patient has no reflexes. I think the patient may be brain dead.
It looks like it. There's nothing more we can do.
We worked hard. We tried everything we could think of. We gave everything we had, but our efforts weren't enough. The patient was brain dead. We all thought the events of that night would be over, but the night had just begun.
Doctor, how is my son? Will he be all right? Tell me.
We tried everything we could, but we couldn't help your son. I'm sorry, ma'am, but he's brain dead.
He can't be. Suppose we take my son to another hospital. What about that? My son, he's so young.
I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Oh, my son, how can it happen? It can't be. He can't die.
Ma'am, please. I'm so sorry, but you need to try and calm yourself, please.
My heart is broken. I'm in misery. Oh, my son was such a good-hearted boy. He was as pure as snow. May God not make anybody else feel the loss of a child.
Please, ma'am, try to trust in God's mercy.
I have a little puppy dog. If I tell it to sit down, it sits. If I tell it to get up, it gets up. Daddy, here we are. Daddy, we love Daddy. Daddy, love you so much.
Mine called in the evening. They're all going on a picnic on Sunday. Do you want to go? We could go to the movies instead if you want. There's a great new movie out. It's been so long since we've gone. It'd be nice. How about it? And that day, neither of us is on duty. That happens maybe once every 2 weeks. Servette, why are you acting like that? Look, I'm still here. I'm alive. Yes, we lost them, but this is enough. How can you still be this way?
Because we aren't alive. I lost all 3 of my daughters at once. That day I died too. So what, it was 2 years ago. It might as well have been 20 years. Understand me now? I have to be going on duty.
Lord, give me patience.
Ma'am, your son can bring new life to others.
What do you mean? How can he do that?
A patient came in yesterday, and he needs an urgent heart transplant. We've done the necessary tests. Your son's heart is a perfect match for him. We can transplant Irfan's heart into that patient, and that man's life will be saved. Don't forget, whoever saves one life will be honored as if he saved everyone.
Irfan was a very charitable person. Whatever he had, he gave away to the needy.
That's great.
If he had lived, my son would have wanted it that way. He would have given his life for someone else's.
Thank you. Irfan has given new hope and new life to a sick person. You will ensure that another soul will live on. Perhaps that person will do many good deeds. Irfan will be responsible for those deeds.
All right. You have my consent. You may use Irfan's heart to save him.
May God bless you, ma'am. You've made a very good decision. I'll notify them, and my colleagues will do what's necessary. Doctor? I'm Dr. Demir from cardiology. We are going to be working together for a while. How are you?
Good, thanks.
So, yesterday, a patient came for a heart transplant. Had you heard?
Yeah, sure. That's right. But I haven't been to see him, because there wasn't a heart donor available yet.
There is now.
Hello? I have to be on duty now? But my shift should be tomorrow night. It's Nosley's shift tonight.
Nosley wasn't feeling very well this evening, ma'am. You have to cover a shift this evening. Good night, ma'am.
According to this data sample, the transplant donor is a perfect match for our patient. All the tissues are compatible. But then, as I understand it, our new patient is in very critical condition.
Yes, doctor. You're the specialist here, but Dr. Nedim agrees that the operation should take place as soon as possible.
Yes, Salih is correct. But I think you should examine the patient further. This patient was a heavy drinker. Alcohol has done a lot of damage to his arteries. I think it's weakened him much.
Then he might not survive this. All right. Has the patient's family consented to this?
They have, of course. The patient's wife, she's right here, Ferda.
Doctor, sir, you are the only hope for my husband. I just learned that a donor had been found. I put my trust in you, doctor. Please save my husband.
I have to see the patient first, ma'am. But it seems there's very little time left. We have to perform this operation within about 8 hours.
I'm very familiar with the patient's condition, as is Dr. Demir. Shall we go?
Please wait outside for a moment, ma'am.
What's the matter, Nedim?
Fikret Chetan? You. Fikret Chetan? No. This man is a murderer! He killed my daughters! No, I won't help him.
I didn't know, Servet. I'm sorry. I swear I didn't know.
How's my husband, doctor? What's the
Servet,
matter?
I didn't know, sir.
What didn't you know? Oh.
That your husband was the man who crushed my 3 daughters while he was drunk? That the patient you wanted me to save was the murderer of my children? Don't you lie to me, Nedim.
Please, Servet.
It was an accident. He didn't mean it.
Because of him, my daughters died. He's a murderer. No, I can't perform this operation. I won't. Find yourselves another heart surgeon.
Wait! Doctor! Doctor, please don't go. Please, sir.
What do we do now?
Can we find another doctor for this?
Not now. We have very little time.
Suppose we try to persuade Servet.
It won't work. What would you do if you were in his position?
I would have done the same if it had been me. That man should die. God knows he earned it. God knows any jail sentence wouldn't be enough.
Fikret Chetan had too much to drink that night. He served his time in prison for 2.5 years, and then he was released.
Yeah, but how could that be? This was a big incident. How was it I never heard about it before? Tarek, listen to this. There was a man who killed 3 little girls with his car about 5 or 6 years ago. That's right. And the guy was drunk at the time. Well, according to Dr. Demir here, this thing actually happened. Go check up on this for me, okay? Good. So then, let's get back to the story. You're telling me there wasn't anybody else to perform this operation in a hospital as huge as that one?
No, my specialty isn't surgery. Neither is Dr. Nedim's. There was only one person who could do it, and that was Servet.
Well, look, you should have transferred the man to another hospital then. How much time did you have to do the operation? 3 days? 5 days? 7 days?
7 hours.
What? 7 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Come in.
Servet, I think you should deal with this as a doctor, without bringing your feelings into this business.
I certainly will bring my feelings into it. I certainly will. That man killed my daughters. He tore their lives from me. Could either of you two know what this means? No, I will not do this operation. Find another surgeon.
But doctor, you know today is Saturday. Most surgeons are off duty. We won't reach them in time.
And even if we could, they're not nearly as qualified as you are, sir. Servet, I understand how you feel.
You don't understand a thing, Nedham. Have you had 3 daughters all die at once? You haven't, so you can't understand.
Servet, I was there with you when it happened. I know how much you suffered, but we're doctors, Servet. We have a job to do, like it or not. What is that?
Here. This is my resignation. I'm telling you I won't operate for you. Go find somebody else. Now just leave me alone.
No, Servet. You're a very good doctor. And I think you're a good person, too. All right, as you wish. That's the end of it.
Let's go now, Daddy. Please.
Come on, man, just kick. What the hell kind of shot was that?
Daddy, please let's get going. Look, it's gonna get really dark soon.
Just wait a little, honey. 30 minutes left. Then the game will be over, okay? Is that what you're calling offside, huh?
But Daddy, the swings will all be full then, and we won't be able to swing.
After the second half, just half an hour.
Servet?
What?
Aren't you coming?
Mommy, he's watching the game. Let's go. Dad can meet us later.
Come on, guys, one more goal.
Well, Servet, we're going now.
Can't you just hold on? There's just 28 minutes left now.
No. Mommy, let's just go.
Whoa.
Daddy can meet us later.
All right, fine. We're going. Servet, we're going to the park.
All right, you go. I'll join you after the game.
Daddy, I love you a lot.
I love you lots too, honey. Go hurry, catch up with your sisters.
I'll wait for you, okay?
I'll be there in a few minutes. Now get going. Oh, yeah!
Girls, slow down.
Girls? Girls?
Why are you crying?
I'm not crying.
Lying's my habit, not yours.
You don't lie anymore, dear. Don't tire yourself now.
Ferda.
Huh?
I may not have that much time left now. There are things I want to tell you.
Please don't talk like that.
I have made you suffer so much, Ferda. I made you so miserable. I'm ashamed of what I did to you. Even I can't believe I could have raised a hand to you. How could I have been so horrible to my own wife? Will you forgive me?
You just weren't yourself.
I was. But I've changed now. Yes. But if I live...
Of course you'll live.
I swear to God, if I live, I will pay back all the material and spiritual debts for what I've done wrong. I will spend the rest of my life only being a good person.
That's enough. Get some sleep now.
I'm ready to die, Ferda, if that is God's will. But if my life should be spared today, I promise I won't make you unhappy again. You or anybody else.
I know, darling. I know. Now you rest. Doctor, can I speak with you for a minute?
I don't have time.
But he's not the person you think he is anymore. If it happened today, you know, sir, he would die to save your girls. I swear he would.
You have no right to mention my daughters ever again, damn it!
She goes into the kitchen thinking she's going to make dinner. Her mother is at the market, okay? She cuts up the ingredients, adds the butter just right. She cooks it, but there's a lemon smell spreading around. Then the food starts to froth over.
Really? What then?
The whole thing explodes in a sticky mess. She was cleaning that kitchen for weeks. Servette? Servette!
I didn't know you were here, till I heard that cackling ringing through the whole hospital.
Well, the nurse who was on duty couldn't come in, so I came instead.
All right. See you later, then.
It's a quiet night. Don't you have a patient?
There are no more patients to save today.
No, Dr. Ali's phone has been busy for hours now.
The transplant heart has only 2 hours left.
If we don't do the transplant, the man's gonna die, you know. I'm gonna try one more time.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't find another surgeon. Ali's phone has been busy all day. Halil has gone to Antalya for the weekend. You have to do this operation. The transplant heart won't keep forever, you know. If we don't operate within 2 hours, Doctor, it's over. I know how hard a decision it is for you, but...
No, you don't, Nedim. So don't lecture me about this now.
Servette, this business could destroy your reputation. Even if you don't want to, you have to try. Just fake it or something. My lord, what am I saying here?
Here comes a patient.
This way, quickly!
Take him into intensive care right now.
We're on our
We
way.
can save him. He still has a chance.
You see, Servette? You're here to preserve life. Being vengeful doesn't suit you.
But that was the man who killed all of Servette's children. He deserved to die long ago. The doctor was right.
Hey, Melek.
Hello, Tara.
Hello. There really was an incident like this 8 years ago. Look here, see what I found in the files. I hope this helps. I'm going back to the office.
Thank
See
you,
ya.
Tarek. See you. It seems you're right. A drunk driver lost control of the wheel and caused the deaths of 3 poor innocent children. That's terrible. They sentenced Fikret Chetin, whom they knew to be an alcoholic, to only 2.5 years in prison for what he did. What? Only 2.5 years for that? This monster was released after just 2.5 years. That's what they call justice? The doctor was right to let this man die. If it had been me, I'd have done the same. Just look at him. He looks like a lowlife and a murderer. Why should he be given a second chance? He should die. That's more than he deserves.
Life and death are not in our hands, Melek. If God does not want something, it will not happen. And if he chooses, nobody can stop him.
Ferda.
Yes, dear?
Ferda. Why aren't they getting me ready for the operation?
Calm down, dear. Don't tire yourself now.
Doctor, are you going to operate on me soon?
I'm not, but our best surgeon is on his way. Don't worry, you'll get better, God willing.
Hi. I'm looking for Servet Idenese.
Your husband went out into the garden a little while ago, Felice.
Girls, slow down.
That woman's husband is going to operate on me?
He is.
He is the father of those children. The father of those children.
Just try to calm down, darling. Fikret.
Oh my God.
Doctor,
give me a little longer
please
to
stop
live
this, dear.
so that I can
Fikret, what are you
atone for my
saying?
sin.
God help him,
Please allow me to appear in your presence free from sin.
Calm down.
Keep me informed of the patient's condition as it changes.
Congratulations, Servette. You saved him.
Servet, I need to talk to you now.
Okay, what's up, Felice?
Let's go outside, alone.
Fine.
I heard what happened. Is there anything you want to say to me now?
I don't have anything to say to anybody, you included.
I think you do. When you look at me, that is lately the rare times you look at me, I feel the same thing. Should I tell you what I'm feeling? Do you really want to know now? Do you really? Should I tell you what you can't tell me? You hate me. Go on, say it. Tell me you hate me and free yourself. You couldn't help them and you couldn't prevent it. The children died because of you. Say it so you can be free. I want this torture to stop.
Not important now who is responsible for this. The result is that my beautiful daughters are all dead. I'm a mess. I'm in so much pain. Every day for the past 2 years, I've thought of nothing but my daughters and what happened. What would they be doing now? I'm in pain, full of regret. I died the day they died. Do you understand?
But you are alive now, Servet. I am alive. Please don't do this.
But you, how could you forget them so quickly? It was as if our girls had never been or they had never lived at all. You came back to life immediately. You laugh, you joke with your friends.
Servet, I'm trying to hold on to life. I have to smile to encourage my patients. I can't just frown at them. Blaming everybody else won't bring the children back. It's time to accept that they are dead and move on. It's now our duty to be patient and try to make the best of our lives. We'll meet again someday. You, me, our daughters, everyone will meet again in the next world, God willing. Don't tell me you've lost your faith. Faith is all we have at times like this. Moaning and groaning continually like this is not helping anybody. You owe it to me and yourself to pull yourself together and save our marriage. I can't live like this much longer before I lose it. Life goes on, Servette.
No, my life is over now. I don't love anybody. I don't want to love anybody now.
That is a lie, Servette. I saw how happy you were when you saved that injured patient a little while ago.
No, I am not lying to you. I only show up here now to collect my check, okay? That's all. So, I don't feel any pity or anything now.
I know you're lying, Servette.
No, this is real. This is me now. You need to get used to what I am. I am completely unfeeling and uncaring.
Stop
Understand?
it.
I've had it! Because you caused the children's deaths, okay? You did!
Then say it!
I don't love you, Felice! I can't stand you anymore, understand? Every time I look at you for a second, I think about it and how you let it happen.
That's not true!
It is! I don't love you! You hear me? I don't love you!
Doctor, may I speak with you, please?
No, I'm going home.
You can't do this. You have to operate on that patient.
No, I'm not going to.
Servette, please. You should listen to me.
Doctor, do you have any idea about death or about real loss? You don't know how somebody could lose in an instant everything that keeps him alive and that binds him to life.
Yes, you're right. I may not know that.
So then please don't try to interfere in my life anymore.
My purpose is not to interfere, but to help you.
Can you bring my daughters back then, Salih? You can't do that. So you can't help me at all, can you? So don't waste your time with this.
Servette, sir. To relieve this pain on your soul, suppose you try forgiveness. What about that? Is that worth the effort?
So, you're talking about me forgiving this monster?
No, I'm talking about helping a human being. And one who is in dire need right now.
Listen, I'm getting a little tired of this.
Whatever the circumstances, there is nothing nobler than saving a fellow human being's life. He's lost. His heart has died.
The heart has been created in such a sensitive and subtle way. Rage, revenge, and hate will harden the heart. When hearts remember our Lord, they both find satisfaction and follow the path of the righteous man.
When a good heart meets yet another good heart, good things happen.
Now let us bring together the good-hearted qualities of both of them, my friend.
You must have another plan.
Do you think the plan is mine, my son?
Huh? My lord, what is it now?
It's Daddy! I miss you. I love you so much.
What was that? You really love me?
We do.
Whatever the circumstances, there is nothing nobler than saving a fellow human being's life.
Girls. I can't believe it. I don't believe this damn elevator's broken down on me here. Hey! Does anybody hear me?
Maybe this is the moment you're waiting for.
What are you talking about?
You could finally kill me. We're all alone.
I'm not a murderer like you are.
Are you sure? I never had a chance to tell you how sorry I am for what I did to you.
Stop!
Why stop? I have nothing to lose now.
Me neither. I have nothing left to lose now, too. You didn't leave me anything.
I know you. You're a good person. You are. But I was never good like you. I couldn't be.
What makes you think I'm a good person, huh? I'm not. So forget it. There's no way I'm gonna operate on you, okay? What's wrong with this? Come on! Hey, I'm stuck in here! Open up, will you?
You're a doctor. You help people to live and get well. How could you be a bad person?
What do you care about that?
If you help me to live, if I live, I will change my life. I will use my life to be a good person. Please help me to save my soul, Doctor. I need your help.
It's too late now.
Doctor, my life is in your hands, but I'm not going to plead with you anymore. At this moment, if you stop me from breathing, for 5 seconds, I'll die. I understand that you need to finish this. You have your reasons.
Be quiet now! Stop!
You are right. Because I caused the death of your daughters. Now I will go to meet the Blessed Prophet.
That's enough! Enough! I can't take it anymore! I've suffered enough! Enough!
All those things I did had poisoned my soul. I turned into a monster. I mistreated myself and other people. But look at me now. I'm an incurable, miserable man. And I'm helpless on top of that. What's going to happen to me is clear. Tell me, why do you want to act like a monster after all this? I'm dying.
I don't believe this. What am I doing? Help! Somebody help me! Somebody help! Help me, please! Somebody help! You're going to live. Your dying won't bring my girls back. Salih, get the operating room ready right now. We have to operate on the patient immediately. You were right.
Well,
Don't say anything. We don't have time to talk. Prepare him for surgery immediately. All better. You all look so beautiful.
whatever the circumstances, there is nothing nobler than saving a fellow human being's life.
I hope what you say is true. Fikret, I don't blame you anymore.
And if I pass away on the table, I won't blame you either, Doctor.
You can start.
Count backwards from 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Scalpel.
Will I see him again? Is he okay?
God willing. My husband is a talented surgeon. He hasn't lost a transplant patient yet, so your husband is in very good hands, ma'am.
Yes, I know that, but...
If my husband still had any ill feelings at all, he wouldn't have performed this operation. I'm certain of that. Be confident. And if you pray, you won't lose your hope.
The patient has started to defibrillate.
Get the defibrillator. Charge 100.
100.
200.
200, Doctor.
Turn it to 360.
Doctor, aren't we going to harm him then?
Do as I say.
Charging 360.
They should have failed to save him.
Why do you wish that they had failed? Isn't what I told you, what I explained at all convincing?
I only believe in my own experiences and not in these legends. I need proof. Proof. If there is no proof, I can't possibly believe this.
I told you at the beginning. There is some sugar in your tea, in all of it too. If I ask you if there's sugar in it, you can only answer by tasting it yourself. If you strain that intelligence you so much trust in, it will help you hear the voice of your own conscience.
My intelligence is my only guide here.
Don't yield to your intelligence. It's a crutch. When you use your intelligence in the right place and the right way, you will see the invisible. Finally, your intelligence will lead you into the presence of the truth. Then you will love and be cleansed of vengefulness.
I don't believe what you're telling me at all.
Don't be so hasty now. Have some patience, and events will explain the truth in their own languages. Listen to your heart. After that, understand the flow of events in that manner. You may believe it is possible. Who can tell?
Oh Lord, thanks be to you. You've placed my husband on the true path. You were the means for a man filled with revenge to grant pardon, and you saved his life.
I miss them so much.
Me too. But they're in such a good place now. They're waiting excitedly for the day we will rejoin them. That day will be wonderful.
He lived. The operation was successful.
I know. You did what was right.
I have a little puppy dog. If I tell it to sit down, it sits. If I tell it to get up, it gets up. Daddy.
I'm sorry, but I don't buy it. Even if the people in it are actually real, you have made up a story by making up a series of relationships. The man who killed the children in the accident might go on living with a heart transplant, but the doctor who operated, the father of the children, and so on, I think that all of this is a product of your imagination, my dear doctor. Really, what kind of a man could forgive someone who murdered all of his children like that? I'm sorry, but this is just false.
Melik, your refusal to accept a great many relationships I've described, which appear to be coincidences from your point of view, prevents you from believing the story. Whereas there is no coincidence at all. There is only congruence.
What?
This means that all events are planned with subtlety, and their relationships are compatible. The whole world goes on working with this compatibility.
Well, anyhow, in the end, I didn't believe the things you told me. Whereas you said you are going to believe what I told you when the story is over. Look, it didn't happen. I told you so, sir. Now goodbye. What is wrong with people? What time is it now? I told him I wouldn't believe his story. I thought he was so smart. Idiot. Hang on. Isn't that the man I just talked to? But I just left him sitting at that table. Oh my goodness. I almost died just then.
You should be more careful crossing the street. Look both ways. You should value your life a bit more.
But that's the man I saw in the papers. Fikra Chetney.
Melik, the story is finished.
Yes, but... God have mercy, where is he? What he told me was the truth. Oh my God, where is it? Where's the cassette? Stop! Come back!
Melik saw the truth in the end, Master.
Wait!
Not only did she see, she started to pursue the truth for the first time in her life.
Yes, we should be helpful to someone who desires the truth this much. Don't you agree with that?
We did what we were asked to do, Salih.
Wait! Stop!
Now the rest is not our business anymore.
In that case, we'll leave it be. Let her try to catch it. God willing, from now on, her whole life will pass in pursuing the truth.
Grandpa, I missed you so much.
Down it sits. If I tell it to get up, it gets up. Daddy, here we are. Daddy, I love you. I love that dog. Daddy, love you so much.